Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So this week we're going to be setting up the last week of April in our horizontal planners, and I did a wax sheet today for my spread as well as used these sticker books to make that. So this week I decided to go with kind of an ice cream theme. I've been holding on to these little ice cream cones for quite a while, and I wasn't really sure how I wanted to use them on the spread. They're kind of small, so it makes it hard to do the things that I like to do, which is like border the outsides or kind of doing like the center decor type theme, just because they are so small, and so they don't take up a lot of room decor wise, and it's just, they're a little bit awkward. I don't know how else to explain it. I can tell just by looking at them that they're not going to be easy to work with in many of my normal layout types. So I sat on it for a while, and I came up with using the kind of serpentine type style through the horizontal spread using the ice cream cones, and I thought that that would work. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do this week. Basically, I'm kind of setting up all of the foundational items right now, putting in the checklist, putting in the focus boxes, and then I did it on the wax paper because I really wasn't sure how it was going to come out, and I think it's going to work. I just kind of needed to see where things were going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and set up those functional areas. Just pulled a bunch of different colors. All the ice creams are just different shades of pastels and blues and pinks and oranges, so I was pretty much just grabbing things that looked kind of juicy in tone, if you will. That's a weird word, juicy. But just kind of had that kind of fruity, more ice creamish tone to it. I also used the watercolor sticker book because the way that the ice cream on the top of the cones are, it kind of has like a marbling to it, which mimicked a lot of the watercolor look. So I thought that that would pair well. Okay, so I think I've laid down most of the functional, foundation items, and now I'm going to go ahead and try to lay in the decor. I was going to do just ice cream cones alone, but then I thought they needed something else to kind of help carry them through. So I found some confetti in my Floral Memories sticker book that I thought was a good match for this, and so it kind of helped, kind of make them all seem tied together, and just created more of a homogeneous stream of ice cream with the confetti versus just having the ice creams alone. I think that was a good move design-wise. It just helped it feel more together. So I went ahead and laid that down, and then I laid the ice cream on top of it. So it was kind of a nice way that I could just pull it up off of the wax paper and then stick it onto the page, in clumps versus just individual ice cream cones and confetti. Here I'm trying to pull up some off of the wax paper ever so slightly. Not trying to rip it. You have to be a little bit careful. One of the things I noticed when I was working with this is that on the wax paper it wasn't lined up perfectly, so it seemed to hit right in the center on the wax paper, but when I started laying it down on the page it kind of hit below center. So you're gonna see me, I have a plan for that Love It sticky, but I wanted it to be dead center, and it ends up not being dead center, so I kind of finagle it quite a bit, which you'll see. So yeah, so here I'm trying to make it go through the middle, but I know it's not quite lining up. So just trying to make it look like it did on the wax paper, but imagining that it was going to hit higher, so just trying to work that out. And I thought ice cream would be a fun way to kind of end the last of the true summer months, because that's when we have ice cream. It's in the summer. Well, I take that back. We eat ice cream all year, but even though we probably shouldn't. But it, you know, kind of goes hand in hand with the hot days, and August is usually pretty hot. I can say, though, that it hasn't been very hot here in Southern California, not like it has been in years past. So a blessing for reals, especially because in the place that we're at, we do not have air conditioning, so when it gets hot here, it is miserable. But most of the time, it's very comfortable, and so we're lucky that way. So I've laid in all of the ice cream cones pretty much, and now I'm trying to find out how I'm going to drop in this Love It. So like I said, I had it dead center on top of the ice cream on the wax paper, but now that it's not quite dead center, I don't know how I feel about it. I also had planned to cut it right there, like right in the center of it, which would actually cut it at the V, but it's kind of hard to read. I'm looking at it, and I don't know. I'm not real happy with the way that the Love It is placed there on the page and trimmed. So, but I don't know what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish up cutting and trimming out the ice cream cones, and then I will figure out what I want to do there. And of course, I'm trying to reuse all the trimmings that I can to kind of just give that off the page feel. So any like extra little bits and pieces I like to kind of layer the edges with. I also didn't like how the ice cream cone was covered there by the purple checklist banner. So I decided to move it, but in the process, the checklist banner kind of got a little bit jacked up, so I had to fix that. Got my handy dandy Tombow, stick it back down. It just kind of pulled away from the sticky part, the paper did, so. Okay, so I'm gonna drop it in, but I'll be back because I'm gonna look at it and just not like it. So, see, I'm just staring at it like, I don't know. And I'm back. So what I decided to do was to put love on one page and it on another, and then reposition it so it was more in the white space so you could read it. I'm still not in love with it. I think I still would have liked it better if it would have been dead center, but I think the solution that I put there just helped it be better and more readable. So that's what I'm going to do. So as I decide where I put this last piece, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks again for watching, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Or will I? Still don't like it. I'm moving it. Okay, I think this is his forever home. Yeah. Okay, we're done. Bye.